call. 1A, roll call and possible action on the excusing of any absent member of the governing board.
Mayor Ambrose Hernandez, Commissioner Lazar Guajardo,
Present.
Commissioner Bobby Carrillo, Commissioner Ramiro Caballero,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Daniel Chavez,
Here.
Commissioner Ricardo Medina,
Present.
and Commissioner Itza Flores.
Present.
We have a quorum and we need a motion.
Yes, we need a
Motion
motion.
to excuse absent members. Second.
Aye in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Going on to item 1B, pledge of allegiance and invocation by Luis.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us pray. Dear God, please give us strength when we are weak, love when we feel forsaken, courage when we are afraid, wisdom when we feel foolish, comfort when we are alone, hope when we feel rejected, and peace when we are in turmoil. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Luis. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, we got a full agenda today. Proclamations, we got a bunch of them on today's agenda. Proclamation 2A proclaiming April 3rd to the 9th of 2022 as National Library Week. Who wants to come up? Is that the proclamation? Commissioner?
Yeah, I have a proclamation. Why don't you give me the small one, the short one?
It's all good.
Okay, the proclamation says, as whereas libraries are accessible to and inclusive places that foster a sense of connection and build communities. And whereas libraries connect people to technology, providing access to broadband internet, computers, and training that are critical for accessing education and employment opportunities. And whereas libraries offer opportunities for everyone to connect with new ideas and become their best selves through access to multimedia content, programs, and classes, in addition to books. And whereas today's libraries and their services extend far beyond the four walls of a building, and everyone is welcome to use the resources. And whereas in times of crisis, libraries and library professionals play a invaluable role in the supporting the communities, both in person and virtually. And whereas the libraries strive to develop and maintain programs and collections that are as diverse as populations, they serve and ensure equity of access to the patrons. And whereas libraries have long served as trusted and treasured institutions for all members of the community, libraries are cornerstones of democracy, promoting the free exchange of information and ideas for all. And whereas libraries, librarians, library workers are joining library supporters and advocates across the nation to celebrate National Library Week and encourage all residents to visit the library to access resources and services. Now, therefore, I, Ricardo Medina, on behalf of Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, and by virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim the week of April 3 to the 9th, 2022 as National Library Week, Library Week, and in witness hereof, Mayor Ambrosio Hernandez has set his hand and caused the seal of the City of Pharr to be affixed on this 4th day of April 2022. Library Week. That's too long.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Congratulations.
Yes, I'm Adolfo Garcia, your library director for the city of Pharr. Mayor Pro Tem and Commission, thank you very much for the recognition. We do this once a year. Thank you for, again, for those wonderful words you have said, and you covered everything. So I think it merits you read the whole proclamation. So I think it was great of you. Again, thank you on behalf of the board, all the library employees, and all the patrons. We're going to celebrate National Library Week. Tomorrow, we recognize all of our library workers. And Thursday, we have kind of an open house to all of our city patrons to come and join us. We have free cookies, coffee, and of course, our namesake is we're open every day of the week. So just stop by, and we're open till 9 p.m. Pretty much. We welcome everyone, like you said in the proclamation.
Thank
Thank you very much. I do have Carlos, Catalina, and Mike here from the library, the supervisors, and they're the ones who I count on to make sure our services are up to par, make sure we have the best library in the city of Pharr can offer.
All right, thank you.
And picture, please. We almost don't work.
Okay, ready, everyone over here. 3, 2. One more, 3, 2. Congratulations, Adolfo and staff. Good job. Next proclamation, 2B, proclamation proclaiming April 10th through the 16th, 2022 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. And we have everybody here, so there's nobody at Public Safety Communications. Oh, I'm joking. Yes.
Who's doing it?
No, I think that's one you had, right?
I'm gonna
I
do
was
this
gonna do it. but you do it.
Who's doing it? You want to do it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Hi,
Hi.
welcome.
you.
All right, so let's see. Whereas emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, or emergency medical services, and whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of police officers, firefighters, and paramedics, it is critical to the protection of life and the preservation of property. And whereas the safety of our police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and city personnel is dependent upon the quality and accuracy of information obtained from citizens who telephone the City of Pharr Public Safety Communications Center. And whereas the public safety telecommunications are the first and most critical contact our citizens have with emergency services. And whereas public safety telecommunications are the single vital link for our police officers, firefighters, and EMTs by monitoring their activities by radio, providing them information, and ensuring their safety. And whereas public safety, what? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Telecommunicators of the City of Pharr Public Safety Communications Department have contributed substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatment of patients. And whereas each telecommunicator has exhibited compassion, understanding, and professionalism during the performance of their job in the past year. And that's true, because I've called you guys a couple of times for some issues and very professional, and so I appreciate that. Now, therefore, I am Los Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the Mayor and the entire City Commission, to hereby proclaim the week of April 10th to the 16th, 2022 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. And when is whereof, I hereby hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Pharr to be affixed on this 4th day of April 2022.
Thank
All
you.
right. You want to introduce your team?
Yes, sir. Mayor, the City Commission, my name is Sarah Salinas. I am the Assistant Director for Public Safety Communications. I just want to say thank you for acknowledging our telecommunications operators who are the unseen first responders. It is because of their hard work and dedication that our 911 center operates as well as it does today. So they're able to stay calm and get our police, fire, and EMS personnel the vital information that they need to arrive safely to the scene emergency call that they respond to. So thank you. And thank you guys for your service.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for being so patient, because I know some of us call you all kind of high rate and stressed out when things happen, right? And we don't always give the appropriate information, and then you guys kind of calm us down and ask the appropriate questions and refocus us on getting the right information for our benefit, right?
Yes,
But it
sir.
takes a lot for you to show empathy and on phone, but also refocus people in a time of crisis. And so it takes a lot, And I really appreciate everything you guys, and I'm sure everybody in the city and other surrounding cities really appreciate it because I know you guys interact with the community. So
Yes, sir.
congratulations and great job, okay?
Thank you.
So would you mind coming
Yes,
to
sir.
a picture with you guys?
Smile, 3, 2. Take one more of those, 3, 2. Congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. Yes, moving on, item 2C, proclamation proclaiming April 10th through the 16th, 2022 as National Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week. Who's coming up? See a bunch of guys in uniform over there. And gals.
I think they're here for you, bro.
I am an animal.
No.
Sure, Commissioner.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen and director,
Ladies.
ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen. Whereas the National Animal Care and Control Association has designated the second week of April each year as the National Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week, and whereas animal control officers are dedicated to helping pets and people in the community every day, and whereas various federal, state, and local governments officials throughout the country take this time to recognize, thank, and commend all animal control officers for the dedicated services they provide to the citizens, public safety, and public service agencies across the nation. And whereas everyday animal control officers put themselves in potentially dangerous situations by protecting people from dangerous animals and seek justice in cases of abused, neglected, and abandoned animals by conducting humane investigations and protect the welfare of helpless animals and pets from injury, disease, and starvation. And whereas animal control officers provide the essential functions of enforcing state laws pertaining to animal care along with city animal regulations and protecting the public from diseases such as rabies and educating the public on proper care of our community's pets. And whereas the city of Pharr recognizes animal control officers for the many dedicated and long hours of service they perform, and encourage all citizens to join us in expressing their sincere appreciation for their service and dedication. Now, therefore, I, Ramiro Caballero, Commissioner, City of Pharr, representing Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do by proclaim the week of April 10th to the 16th, 2022 as National Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week.
Congratulations.
You want to introduce yourself and your team?
Yes,
And let us
Hi.
know what what they do. Just
yes.
for my.
For the record, Olga Garza, the Public Works Director, and I'd like to introduce my team. I have Zenovio, Isaac Guerrero, Krista, Chermy, Sammy Guzman, the Supervisor, Daniel Castro, and Joe Alvarez.
Okay, good. So what do you guys do exactly?
You wanna-
Well,
Go
the
ahead.
animal control, our job is to enforce ordinances, laws, dogs, strays, animals in the street. Like also pick up some dog road traps. We enforce a lot of the vaccinations.
Oh.
If they're vaccinated, we enforce a lot of that. Local ordinances, like the Proclamation says, state level, so dogs, no problem.
Okay. And all of you do the exact same thing?
All the animal control, this is our
Yes.
full animal control department.
Oh, wait, if you're here, who's taking care of Medina's dog? I was getting out. That's not good. Well, thank you for everything you do. We're excited to have you guys here with us today, and thank you for taking care of our pets. A lot of our pets get out, by mistakes, and
Yeah.
it is a mistake, no matter what my wife says, it happens. My dogs get out. But we thank you for being cordial and being nice to our animals and for responding to our citizens. We appreciate it. Let me just take a picture with you guys, if you don't mind.
Here, ready? Everybody smile. 3, 2. More of those over here. 3, 2. Congratulations, guys. And I know animal control, people think it's just dogs and cats, but they picked up alligators and they picked up livestock and a bunch of other things. Congratulations, guys. Going on to more proclamations. 2D proclamation proclaiming April 11th through the 15th, 2022 as National Community Development Week. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the record, my name is Cindy Garza Reyes, and I'm the Director of External Relations, and I also oversee the CDBG program. So I do want to mention that we have here our chairman, Mr. Rene Cantu, and then we also have some board members that are here as well. So Lisa, do you want to come on up, Ms. Lisa? We also have Victor Alvarez, Olga Cardosa, Norma Trevino, and if I didn't call your name, please feel free to come up. I also want to introduce you to our CDBG manager, Ms. Sandra Regalado. Right now, the program, we are in a rebuilding phase, but it's also a very exciting time for the city because it allows us to put processes in motion that might not have been there or as visible as before. So even though we're rebuilding, the entity itself is still helping, additional organizations. What CDBG is, commissioners, is it's federal funding that has historically come down to every community, most communities that have poverty type populations and so on. And it allows us to use that as foundational funding for other social programs that are within our communities that usually get overlooked a lot of the times. So it allows us to work one-on-one with each subrecipient throughout the year and basically allows the city to give back to the community. Aside from the external organizations, there's also departments internally that it also helps. Historically, we've been able to help the fire department, the police department as well, also in terms of, when it comes to demolition type projects, things like that. So we're excited that CDBG Week is coming up next week. And so I believe you'd like to read the proclamation.
Another proclamation. Whereas the city of Pharr is a participant in the Community Development Block Grant (CDBG) program, which funds a myriad of social and public services, community projects, and housing programs. And whereas in the city and in communities throughout the nation, 48 years of Community Development Block Grant program funding has developed a strong working network of relationships between this local government, residents of community development target neighborhoods, and a number of nonprofit agencies which provide services and help make possible our commitment to those neighborhoods. And whereas that during National Community Development Week, the city will give special thanks and recognition of all participants whose hard work and devotion to the neighborhood and their low and moderate income residents help ensure the quality and effectiveness of the Community Development Block Grant Program. Now, therefore, I, Commissioner Eleazar Guajardo, in representing Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, by virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim the week of April 11 through the 15th, 2022, as National Community Development Week. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Pharr to be affixed on this 4th day of April 2022.
Thank you, Commissioner. And to kick off next week's festivities, we do have some cupcakes outside for the commissioners, for everyone who's here. So we'd love to have y'all afterwards. And also next Thursday, we will be having an actual community event right here in the downtown park. We're going to have music, fire will be out there, and so it'll be an exciting time. So we welcome everybody. I do want to bring up Rene, if you'd like to say anything to the commissioners.
Absolutely.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting the efforts of CBDG, the new staff, and we have a lot of work to do. And so we're ready. We're rolling up our sleeves and we're here to help the community, especially those that are impoverished and, don't have the help that most do. So thanks again for the opportunity as your chairman and happy to serve.
Yeah, Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and for you guys and your board members also for all the
Sure.
programs that you guys fund, and we appreciate it. I'm sure those residents for sure appreciate your help and your assistance and guidance in it. If your board members want to,
Especially
any
during
commentaries?
COVID, we were able to come in and regroup, and those are
Good.
difficult times that, we're here to serve. So
Yes, sir, they
Thank you.
were. Any of your board members have any commentaries want to say?
any of the board members?
Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, especially during the COVID-19, all the services that were provided for our community, especially our South area. Well, our South area, every single area received much of the funding for the CARES Act. So thank you so
Good.
much.
It's our pleasure. All right, guys, anybody else? No? All right. Can you guys come up here?
All right. Everybody here, everybody ready? Smile, 3, 2. One more of those. Everybody ready? 3, 2. Thank you.
All right, Cindy, you might as well stay here.
Yeah, the same.
Going on to more proclamations. Item 2E, proclamation proclaiming April 2022 as Fair Housing Month.
Yes, Fair Housing Month is also, it goes hand in hand with CDBG and its program. We do have a lot of social programs that fall under the CDBG program that actually serve our housing efforts in terms of rental, mortgage assistance, utilities, things like that. And again, it's a time where the community can give back to our special populations within the city. And so definitely we thank you for acknowledging the month and look forward to what's yet to come. Thank you.
Who's reading? Is there a
Yeah,
proclamation?
Commissioners. The proclamation. Whereas April is observed as Fair Housing Month across the country, and whereas the Fair Housing Act recognizes, supports, and encourages the right of every person, regardless of race, color, creed, gender, national origin, family status, or disability, to live in the housing of the individual's choice. And whereas fair housing organizations and partners will observe the month of April with special activities and events in recognition of the Federal Fair Housing Act and the important role it plays in our community. And whereas in Pharr, Texas, we encourage all our citizens to join in this national effort to assure housing opportunities for all Americans in all neighborhoods throughout the nation. Now, therefore, I, Commissioner Eleazar Guajardo, representing Mayor Ambrosio Hernandez from the city of Pharr, by the virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the commission, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2022 as Fair Housing Month. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the city of Pharr to be affixed on this 4th day of April 2022.
Thank you.
Ready over here, ready, 3, 2. Pull it right there. 3, 2. All right, thank you. All right, congratulations, congratulations. Moving on to, yeah, sure. Moving on to item 2F. It's our last proclamation for tonight. Proclamation proclaiming April 2022 as Autism Awareness Month.
Hello.
Hello.
Would you like me to speak first, or did
Sure.
you want to read it? Okay. You're gonna join me? Okay. Good evening, City of Pharr, City Commissioners, Mayor Ambrosio, Pharr residents. I want to thank all of you all today for putting autism and inclusion on the forefront of this proclamation. This honor is really amazing. Last week, I was honored to be called by Governor Abbott to be reappointed for a third term to the State Committee for People with Disabilities. It's one of my biggest joys to serve at the state level because I get to serve with self-advocates, people who have different disabilities, who are adults, and we learn so much from them. This is a very personal journey. My son was obviously diagnosed with autism when he was 2 years old. Him, my beautiful daughter, my supportive husband are the main reasons I changed career paths many years ago. My son Orlando, who will speak very shortly, is one of the main reasons I fight for the legal rights of people with disabilities at the state level, regionally, and locally. But there is a sea of individuals in the Rio Grande Valley, in Pharr, that need a lot of support as well. And I'm here on their behalf today. I want to make known to the Commissioners Court that in 2019, I co-founded the first ever Disability Chamber of Commerce here in the Rio Grande Valley. It's the fourth cross disability chamber of commerce in the nation, and we have that locally. And that is a chamber that allows employers to understand the value of hiring people with disabilities. We are living in a pandemic when there's a workforce that needs work, and these people with disabilities are ready to do it. So just last week, we garnered the attention of Texas Workforce Commissioners Julian Alvarez and Demerson. They came down to an event we hosted called the RGV Hires. That event brought in 180 job seekers, people of all abilities that wanted to work, and we got 30 employers locally to come up. I just want to let you know that today I feel ecstatic to know we're moving in the right direction for the disability community. Please count on me, my son, our chamber, and all of us as a resource so that we can go ahead and start to make sure that inclusion is not just something we talk about or wearing a shirt. We need it with action. Count on me for task force for anything you need. I also sit on Disability Rights Texas, the board. This is a state protection agency for people with disabilities. So count on me as that support. And I just want to thank you because putting autism and inclusion on the table is the first start. So I really look forward to working with City of Pharr. We're Pharr residents. We're proud of living in Pharr. My son goes to PSJA and he'll tell you just 2 seconds of what he likes to do.
Yep. All right. Hi guys, my name is Orlando Cano, and I am a citizen here at the City of Pharr who has autism. I'm a student at PSGA Kennedy Middle School as the vice president of student council. I was 2 years old by the time I was diagnosed with autism, and also had problems understanding my parents. I couldn't even talk until I was 4 years old. But my parents and family always believed in me. You see, people with autism and disabilities just want to belong in their community. We want to accept and also have the same rights as everyone else. For example, I also like playing the accordion. It's my passion and also represents Tejano music. I hope to make the city far proud when I play on many stages in the future. I'm proud of my mom for all the work she does for the RGV, and I know together we can do more. We want to keep this all up and protect the whole community, especially the Rio Grande Valley. Besides, on behalf of everyone here and all the staff members here of the City of Pharr, I am ready to get to work for inclusion. Are y'all? Are you all? Thank you, Mayor Ambrosio and City Commissioners, for today's Autism Proclamation. We are grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry. Ms. Cano. Okay, well, thank you for that. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Thank you for coming today with your family, and it's quite impressive what you've done, and for a lot of people, not just your family, right? And we are absolutely inclusive, so don't you worry about that. City of Pharr, we see everybody. We're all different, but at the end of the day, we're all one family, and so we're very proud of that, and we're proud that your mom is doing some wonderful work.
Oh yeah, the thing is, sir, both my mom and my sister both lost their voices some time ago, but they're gonna get better. But it's still a good time to to speak for the community.
It is. Well, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna read.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Orlando, for being here. Really appreciate it. This is very, very close to my heart. I know that we've got people that have autism in all walks of life. We've got attorneys, we've got doctors, we've got teachers, we've got, there could be the person on your right or on your left. And it's time that we do include and accept. I think acceptance is extremely important because so many of our people do contribute, the people with autism. So contribute to our community by working and doing. So whereas autism is a lifelong disability resulting in significant impairment of an individual's ability to communicate, understand social interactions, and develop appropriate interactive behaviors, and whereas as more health professionals become proficient in diagnosing autism, more children are being diagnosed in the autism spectrum, resulting in rates as high as 1 in 44 children nationally and over 449,643 individuals in Texas alone. And whereas, while there is no cure for autism, it is well documented that if individuals with autism receive treatment early in their lives, it is often possible for those individuals to lead significantly improved lives. And whereas individuals with autism often require a lifetime of specializing community support services to ensure their health and safety and support families' resilience as they manage the psychological and financial burdens autism presents. And whereas the city of Pharr urges all citizens to become educated about autism and support organizations who bring hope to all who struggle with this disorder. Now, therefore, I, Itza Flores, on behalf of Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in me, and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2022 as Autism Awareness Month. In witness hereof, Mayor Ambrosio Hernandez has set his hand and caused the seal of the city of Pharr to be affixed on this 4th day of April 2022.
Oh, yes, Mom.
Sorry, my mom just left.
Oh, no, don't worry. We'll wait for her.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, everybody ready? 3, 2. Look over here. Then one more. 3, 2.
Ready? 3, 2. Another one? Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Moving on, Mayor Commissioners, on to item number 3, public testimony. Hilda?
No.
None? Item number 4, public hearings. Anybody signed up, Hilda?
Yes, we do have an individual that signed up, Ms. Eileen D. Rodriguez. She's going to speak about public hearing agenda item 6C7.
6C7.
7.
Seven.
Hello, my name's Eileen Rodriguez. I reside at 606 South Cypress.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just here to give thanks to the Planning and Zoning Commission because they voted to deny the rezoning of 320 East Jones. And I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to thank all you, the commission and everybody for hearing our voices. That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes,
you,
thank
ma'am.
you.
Anybody else, Hilda?
No, sir.
Okay, we do have an extra item on the public hearings. I'll read it. Item 4B, public hearing on the moratorium on applications and plans for development, permit plats, verifications, rezoning, site plans, and/or new revised certificates of occupancy for multifamily developments within the city of Pharr. Is anybody signed up for the public hearing? None. Okay. Thank you. Moving on to item 5, city manager's reports. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, the city engineer's report is in your packet. If you have any particular questions, and I think Maria is here, she has an independent presentation on the Texas Water Development Board projects.
No, she can do it now.
Come on up, Maria.
Hello, Mayor and City Commission. For the record, Maria Rangel, Assistant Director of the Engineering Department. I have here a special edition of the CIP report covering the projects we currently have funded through the Texas Water Development Board. I do have a laser, so I'm going to focus my attention on this side over here. Slide. So the city currently has funding through the Texas Water in 3 separate programs. The first program listed here at the top, the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, GWSRF, Drinking Water for short. We have 3 projects there, those that are listed. And then we have the Clean Water State Revolving Fund, CWSRF, Clean Water for short, and we have 4 projects. The last one is the Flood Infrastructure Fund, and we have 1 project in that fund. Next slide. I'm going to quickly cover them. So under drinking water, we have here at the bottom, we have the new water reservoir. It's going to add about 7-day supply of raw water to the city. It's going to be located right next to the existing raw water off of West Ridge Road. It's going to be about 22.5 feet in depth. Next project, water treatment plant upgrades. Of course, at the water treatment plant, there's various improvements, and we're currently considering which ones we're going to proceed with. And over here, the third project is the Eldora elevated storage tank water transmission main extension. So we're adding a water main line from the existing Expressway 83 water tower over to the water tower on Eldora Road. Next slide. Here I have listed the engineers for each project, the estimated cost, and also remarks. So currently the project that is furthest ahead is the water transmission main between the 2 elevated storage tanks. Next, we have the raw water at about 90% complete, and then the one that's coming in a little bit later is the water treatment plant upgrades. Next slide. On the schedule, we're currently working through the environmental. So one thing we accomplished back in February 2021 was the environmental information document was provided to Texas Water for review. And we're currently waiting for Texas Water to issue the finding of no significant impact FONSI. That signifies to us that environmental is clear and we can start moving on to the next stage. We anticipate that we'll get approval of the construction plans in September of this year. Next slide. Under clean water, here are the projects that we have. So I had include 3 separate maps because they're located from North Bar to South Bar. The first one here, lift station number 31 and force main improvements. This is the force main that is the lift station that is located over by Rudy's Barbecue off of Nolana. And that kind of connects to the Northwest Region Interceptor. So we're going to be abandoning 2 lift stations and then rerouting the flow by gravity to lift station 31. Over here, we have abandonment of lift station number 1 here in Central Pharr. Over here, we have water treatment plant improvements, a new headwork facility that we're doing there. And then lastly, we have the South Region Interceptor where we will abandon 2 lift stations. And this is off of East Anaya Road, Veterans. And there's going to be a line that runs here along the drainage ditch that runs south towards Highline Road. Next slide. The clean water, these are the projects listed. One of the projects has 3 separate projects inside of it. Here listed are the engineers, estimated construction cost, and the remarks. These projects are further ahead than the drinking water projects. Project 1, 100% plans are complete, also for 2. Project 4 is complete, and then project 3, that one we need to. It's a little bit behind, but we're going to catch it up to the rest of the projects right now. It's under design, and I'm going to be getting the percentage from the engineer tomorrow. Next slide. For environmental, these have already been cleared environmentally, and we will be submitting pretty soon this month construction documents for, I believe, 3 or 4 of the projects. And once we get approval from Texas Water Development Board for the construction documents, we can proceed with advertising and construction. Next slide. The last one is the one under the FIF, the South Regional Detention Facility. So this detention facility is seen here. It's just south of East St. Anne Drive. It's located on about 20 acres. The pond itself will be about 14 feet deep. It'll include a parking lot here, as well as a walking trail all around, and then 2 sidewalks that will connect the north and the south. This is part of, there's PSJA high school student participation in this. So once we complete the detention portion of it, we will be doing a dog park, and we'll be using the space here in the middle. Next slide. The design work is being done by Javier Hinojosa Engineering. For this one, we're currently in the environmental. The preliminary engineering report, which is part of the environmental, was submitted to Texas Water Development Board back in March 1st. And right now, where we stand is 95% of the environmental information document is where we're at. We anticipate completing environmental in September of this year. That's what I have for the Texas Water Development Board projects. If you have any questions on these projects or any of the other projects in the CIP report, I can take your questions now.
That's a lot of projects you have.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing it. That's a lot to keep straight.
It
And
is.
I'm glad we have all the funding, and thank you and your department
Yes,
for
my
keeping
staff.
everything moving forward. And keep us abreast. I'm sure if they have any questions, I'll bring up in a minute. But for my purpose, I want to be sure that we always keep the public informed of,
Yes.
Acronyms are great, but a lot of us don't know what your acronyms mean. Just so you know, you might want to, make it where it's understandable to people like me, the lay person. I can understand what you're referring to, because a lot of the things, I heard big words there, and a lot of acronyms, but I have no idea what they mean.
Mhm.
And all I know is that we have a lot of money that we're putting into infrastructure for sewer, for drainage. And when you say abandoned, it sounds like we're just throwing something out that's no good. But can you
Oh,
explain
I'm
what
so
that
sorry.
means?
So we have a lot of lift stations here in the city of Pharr.
Right.
We don't want them. We want our sewer system to function by gravity. That's the ideal by gravity. But nature does all the work for us.
Yes.
But lift stations, their maintenance, we want to get rid of them. So that's what we're doing here. We're getting rid of them and finding the best possible path to reroute so we can use gravity instead.
Great.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's the question I had. Thank you.
Thank
Anybody
you.
have any other questions, comments? No? All right. Thank you, Maria. Great job.
Maria. Next, I want to bring up Beauty, talking about Hub Fest this weekend and our Egg Extravaganza.
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Commissioners. For the record, Yuri Gonzalez, City of Pharr PIO. It's an exciting week for the City of Pharr. As you know, we're getting ready for our Pharr Hub Fest 2022. It's happening this Saturday. And, we're excited. We just want to invite residents, people watching. And of course, I'm pretty sure at some point you've already seen some type of commercial TV spot, whether it's on radio and TV, and we're really excited. So we just want to pretty much run the ad that's running right now.
It's back and bigger than ever. Get your boots on, RGV, for the 2022 Pharr Hub Fest, featuring country superstar Joe Nichols, Tejano legends La Mafia, and local favorites Solido and Southern Ashes. Also, plenty of family fun, carnival, baby alpacas, food vendors, and entertainment. The fun goes down April 9th in downtown Pharr. For more information, find us on Facebook.
And of course, that was Gary's voice. I know the mayor's always getting after me, making sure that everything's also in Spanish. So we also have this spot in Spanish. for
El Pharr
residents.
Hub Fest 2022 viene más grande que nunca. Ponte las botas y prepárate para disfrutar. Esta vez nos acompañará Joe Nichols, leyendas tejanas, la mafia y los talentos locales Sólido y Southern Ashes. Además, mucha diversión familiar, un carnaval, alpaquitas, comida y entretenimiento. La diversión está programada este 9 de abril en el centro de Pharr, 118 de la calle Sur Cage. Para más información, búscanos en Facebook. Te esperamos. Pharr Hub Fest 2022.
So we just want to make sure everybody knows about this. It's happening. We're excited. Before 5 o'clock, it's free. So the exterior will be the cook-off, and then doors open at 5. The bracelets are $5 for your general entrance, and the additional bracelet is $5 for your carnival ride. So we're expecting a big turnout. We're excited, and just, make sure you remind everyone. I also want to challenge commissioners, the mayor, city manager, Annalie, Ms. Annie Reeves, to, make sure you wear your country boots, your country outfits, and your hats, because it's going to be a lot of fun. So I challenge you.
Come in shorts and boots.
Shorts and boots? No. Adolfo, Mr. Adolfo, you want to come up so you can discuss the extravaganza?
Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I have an eye disability.
That's okay.
Come on.
Hey, Yuri, just for the record, yeah, no, come on. Oh, no, come on up. It's okay. But I just want to clarify something with, just for clarifications. I don't actually get after you. I just strongly encourage you to do what's right for the city. That's all. I didn't get after you. I just encourage you.
I know, I'm looking for Mr. Adolfo. You're sitting right next to me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mayor Commission, the weekend after Hub Fest, which was a great presentation by Yuri, we have the extravaganza at, we call it Moore Park, but it's actually the sports complex, Pharr Sports Complex. As you can see, it's going to be bigger and better this year. We have, of course, our Easter egg hunt, snacks, games, prizes, family fun, and kiddie rides. That'll be April 16th, the weekend of Easter, on a Saturday morning. Hope to see everyone there. Another challenge for you all, we do have Easter eggs that, through the city manager, we can distribute to the commission so that we can have special prizes for our kids who are going to be part of the Easter egg hunt. We already have all the directors participating, so they'll be donating those special Easter eggs for all of the kids. And there'll be three classifications of kids: the preschoolers, elementary age, and bigger kids 9 through 12 to be participating in our Easter egg hunt. So hopefully you'll join us again from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, April 16th, on a Saturday after a Hub Fest.
And this is at the baseball field at Moore Park?
Exactly,
There,
yes.
okay, all right. Because that's the way I know it. Just want to make sure that we
Moore
be
Park,
consistent on what we name it. Second of all, what did you say about Easter eggs for the commissioners to do what now?
It's a challenge to see if they can donate for our Easter eggs. We call it, they're golden eggs, but they'll be concealed for all of our kids to go find golden eggs. So it is a challenge. We do have all the city directors joining that challenge. We don't know how much, but they'll be in the golden eggs.
The golden eggs, there truly is a reward inside each of these eggs,
There's
right?
a big reward, Mayor, for the kids, and more than one. Every kid. We have 15,000 eggs in our Easter egg extravaganza, the biggest in the city of Pharr. I would say the biggest in any other city in the valley. So hopefully you can join us. Great picture opportunity. There'll be pictures with bunnies, and it'll be just great fun for 2 hours on a Saturday morning.
How are you going to keep Bobby out of the Easter egg hunt?
I don't know.
You better figure it out, sir.
I'm going to have to do a special Easter egg hunt for adults, or just for him.
Bring the costume, sir.
Yes,
He's got to
I will.
wear it.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Adolfo. Yes, Mayor Commissioner, that's all I have for city manager reports. Going on to item 6, consent agenda. One correction I want to make on item 6C7, the change of zone. As the citizen alluded to, it did go to P&Z last week, P&Z Commission. They do recommend denial, although the cover sheet recommends approval. That was a typo on the department's cover sheet, so it is a denial, so you will be approving a denial. All other items are routine, non-controversial, and can be enacted one motion.
To approve. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. This time, Mayor, I got a couple of executive session items.
All right. In accordance with section 551.071 to 551.087 of the Texas Government Code, The Pharr Board of Commissioners hereby gives notice it is convening to executive session to discuss the items listed in the public portion of the meeting agenda, the time now being 4:50. Right back.
You have 6:30.
We're back in session. It's time 5:59.
Thank you, Mayor. Back in open session. 7A, consideration action, if any, on ordinance opposing a moratorium on applications for plans for development, permits, plats, verifications, rezoning, site plans, and new or revised certificate of occupancies for multi-family developments from the city of Pharr. This is the first of two readings. Staff is recommend approval.
For approval.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank you. 7B, consideration action, if any, on ordinance amending ordinance O 2021-44 for modifications to the fee schedule for municipal fiber optic services. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, we are adding some fees to there. We see the need for mesh networks or mesh services within the bigger houses. We're adding that to the schedule. Also, we have to add some repair costs. If a contractor comes, breaks our line, we have to have a cost to get it repaired.
For approval.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Thank you.
Thank you. 7C, consideration action, if any, on resolution removing one board member and appointing one new board member to Tierra del Sol Golf Advisory Board. Yes, sir. Staff is recommending the removal of Javier Martinez and replacing him with Michael Pacheco.
Move for approval.
Second.
Commissioner, you retiring or? Okay.
Yeah, we replaced it.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank you. 8A was taken up in
Second session.
executive session. 9A, consideration action, if any, on the purchase of a fuel and lube truck from Rush Truck Centers out of Pharr, Texas through buy board contract number 601-19 in the amount of $213,325.16. Yes, Mayor and Commissioner, this is a budgeted item for Public Works. Now that we're freeing up staff from doing minor changes because we're increasing the fleet, we're gonna have them out on the road and actually going to the sites instead of having everything come to Public Works.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 10A, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to negotiate and enter into an agreement with Air Medical Technologies LLC out of Reno, Nevada for flight dispatching software services for emergency and non-emergency dispatching out of the Pharr Emergency Medical Services Flight Resources. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, this is a software to track both the helicopter and the plane on all these trips we're going. Right now, they're doing everything by radio. This will give us software to track them.
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
10B, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to amend the maintenance agreement with Tyler Technologies New World out of Plano, Texas for updated performance dashboard services in the amount of $5,583.30. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, there's a portion of the software that is no longer going to be used by Tyler. We have to upgrade our system. This is the cost to upgrade it.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 10C, consideration action, if any, on amendment number 2 in the amount of $5,001. I'm sorry, $50,001 to the professional service agreement with Structural Engineer Associates, Inc. for the Pharr Reynosa International Bridge Expansion Permit. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, finding out in the process, there's a lot more work to the environmental process, cultural. Also, for the life of me, I don't know why they want a noise evaluation over the bridge. So we have to add that services in there. This is the cost to get those additional services.
Move for approval.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank you. 10D, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to amend and execute utility adjustment agreement for the I-2-I-69 interchange project. Yes, Mayor Commissioner, we need to move some additional water lines out of the way of TxDOT. This is a compensable contract, or whatever we spend, we'll get paid back from TechStop.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank you. 11A, consultation with legal and consideration action, if any, on the settlement in City of Pharr versus Signs Utility Contractors LLC, Signs Utility Contractors LTD, Sames Inc., San Maldonado, and Contech Engineering Solutions LLC, cause number 4349-17B in the 93rd District Court, Dow County, Texas. Staff's recommend approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
That's all I have, sir.
Thank you.
Adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. We are adjourned at 6:04.